Rhodes Show. Turn up your mind.
As President Biden wraps up his trip to Europe, sources say the U.S. believes Russia carried out a routine test of an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of reaching the U.S. But it appears the launch failed. Sources say per protocol, Russia did notify the U.S. in advance, and it was not deemed a threat to the U.S. It comes as President Biden turns up the pressure on Moscow, with the one-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine looming. In a historic address in Poland, Biden calling out Putin by name more than 10 times.
President Putin's craven lust for land and power will fail, and the Ukrainian people's love for their country will prevail.
Biden rallying America's allies to keep up the fight for freedom in Ukraine.
There should be no doubt. Our support for Ukraine will not waver. NATO will not be divided, and we will not tire.
But he acknowledges there is a long road ahead.
We have to be honest and clear-eyed as we look at the year ahead. The defense of freedom is not the work of a day or of a year. It's always difficult. It's always important.
The wartime address just one day after his secret visit to Kyiv.
Well, I just come from a visit to Kyiv, and I can report Kyiv stands strong. Kyiv stands proud. It stands tall. And most important, it stands free.
Biden saying Putin underestimated the resolve of the free world to rally behind Ukraine.
He thought autocrats like himself were tough, and leaders of democracy were soft. Autocrats only understand one word: no. No, no.
But in his own major address Tuesday, the Russian leader blamed the West for starting the war. He did not mention Biden by name, but he did take a shot at America, announcing Russia is suspending participation in a nuclear arms control pact with the U.S. The president reacting this morning.
Mr. President, any reaction to Putin saying he's pulling out a restart?
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Big, huge. Hey, hi. Brett's back from the Bahamas, so we could have a show today.
Hey, guys. Sorry, everybody.
He's limping, though. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to hope...
Too much holiday activity for
romantic
this
activity?
What
are we talking here?
Mom was 10 feet across the hall.
Yeah.
No disrespect. Mom, hi. How are you doing?
Hey,
Nothing
Mom.
happened.
Hey, Rod.
Great vacation.
Hi, Jill. Yeah, I wasn't invited, so I can't vouch. I can't. I just sat home and played with the dirtbags on Twitter. That's what I did. I sat there and played with the dirtbags. Listen, this thing about Ukraine having the right to self-defense, they do. Make a note of it. Check yourself. This is just so unbelievable. So Russia invades Ukraine, and the dirtbags on the left, who are playing the same lunatic, fringy right-wing game that the right wing plays, lying to their audience and creating conspiracy theories and saying, "Oh no, Putin has a point. He's really in there denazifying the places." What he's doing. It's just so bizarre. It's crazy. I've never seen anything quite like it, where the left has gone so far to the right that it's come across the top and is on the right now. It's unbelievable. And there are dirtbags out there, you know who they are, that are sitting there with Dan Bongino and saying the whole media lies to you. And there are people that are buying $1 million houses in California because having their first success, joining the right wing in their lying fantasies of Russia beating back Nazis in Ukraine. I've never seen anything like it. But I will say this. There's nothing more intimidating than an 80-year-old man going to Warsaw, Poland, is there? No, there's nothing more intimidating. I mean, it's amazing how Vlad just folded like a cheap tent because Joe Biden was able to, do some cloak and dagger, crap, sit on a train for 10 freaking hours, get his butt into Kiev, and then take a 10-hour train back, give a speech in Poland about the resolve that we have to defend democracies and free nations who are wrongfully invaded by their neighbors. And all of a sudden, Putin's critics, his right wing, Putin's right wing, is like, hey, Biden got to Kiev before Putin did, making fun of Putin, literally trashing him. So here you have Vladimir Putin, who is down to deploying prisoners and criminals in giant meat waves. Oh, yeah. meat waves without the proper training, without the proper equipment, just flooding them into Ukraine, just flooding them in. And the Ukrainians are, like, hey, sorry about this, but boom, boom, bye-bye. And, then all of a sudden he sends in the Wagner mercenaries after he thinks the Ukrainians are tired or some such stuff. So, their criminals and their prisoners are no match for an elderly statesman. That is what you should rightfully conclude from this visit that Biden made to Ukraine. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So, the pundits in Russia, the pro-military, ultra-nationalists, yes, the white uber nationalists that praise the autocrat Putin are now writing like crazy. And they're saying, Biden in Kiev, demonstrative humiliation of Russia. That is a Russian journalist named Sergei Mardan. His Telegram channel, he wrote, tales of miraculous hypersonics may be left for children, just like spells about the holy war we are waging with the entire West. I guess there are lunch breaks in a holy war. I mean, it's Russia. They're trashing them. One of the Russian army veterans and a former Federal Security Service guy, an FSB officer, Igor Girkin, he said Biden could have visited the front lines in eastern Ukraine and escaped unharmed.